Welcome back to my tutorial. So in this session, we are going to build a mini project on Experience Cloud. So where I am going to build a customer support portal. Think I have a company named as controlwebsystem.com where I used to build different kind of website. I do different kind of digital marketing, or I have some kind of product to sell. So for this company, I'll have different kind of customers. So now for the customers, I want to give them some kind of community, or you can say experience cloud access, where they can communicate with us over the chat, or they can communicate with us over the like discussion questions, or through the knowledge articles they can get the self support, or through the case they can raise a case for any issues. Let's think you are a customer and your website have some issue, you want to raise a ticket or case to us, then you can do through that community cloud or through that experience. So we'll develop a experience. So how it's going to look like, I'll talk about that, and what are the features we are going to add. So we'll do everything without writing a single line code. How we can expose a customer portal, or you can say customer community, or you can say experience cloud, or how the customers can communicate with business. So in this session, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build some community like this. So where I'm going to have some kind of a button where they can raise a case to us. They can ask or post different questions in the group, like social group we may have, or if they want to see the different kind of knowledge articles, okay, they can see from here, and all these things. And if they want to chat with our customer agent, then they can do from here, and different kind of articles what we have, they can see here. We will see how am I going to manage the knowledge article, how we are going to change the branding of this community or this experience, and how am I going to manage the my profile page. So in this session we are going to develop one small community where I will use knowledge articles, which will organize by the topic and featured topics. We will provide a online chat button, which will be as a live chat in our community, and we'll see like how customers can create cases, and how they can they will be able to assess their case, and how they can post questions in discussion groups, and how we can customize our branding, image, logo, color, and all these things. So let's not to do late, let's sign up for a Salesforce account and start this experience cloud, or start this building of customer support community from the scratch. So in this session, I'm going to build a community for this company. So where customers can able to communicate with us. Okay. To do that, what I want to do first, before I build the community, I need to have the Salesforce org. So if you have a Salesforce org, you can do with that, or if you want to create with a new org, you can do that. For this, I'm going to do with a new org, and to get a free developer org, simply I'm going to developer.salesforce.com, and here I'm going to sign up for a new Salesforce developer edition, which will be lifetime free. So for that, what I'm going to do here, I'm simply going to do sign up. I will provide the email address, my username, name, and I can do that. Simply, I'm going to give the name as Devasis Jena, and email address I'm giving as this. You can give your email address and set some role, and then set the company name. For example, I'm giving the company name as CTRLF Systems, and now I'm going to set country as India, for example. Any country you can select, and postal code I have given 754205. Anything you can give. And now I'm going to give a username, Devasis @CTRLFexperience.com. Okay, then simply I'm hitting sign me up. So this will let me to give a account activation email to my provided email address. Then we'll have the Salesforce account. So once I have Salesforce account, what I need to do? So now my target to build a experience, or to build a customer experience, or you can say customer community for this company who do different kind of website development design, or digital marketing or some CRM product or some utility product development. So this company have different kind of customers, and for them, I want to build an experience where the customers can communicate with this business, and this business customer agents can talk and can resolve the queries. And as I shown in the image, I'm going to build something like this. Okay. So the different knowledge articles to ask a question, contact support, online live chat, all this branding, image, we'll see how we're going to do. And it's quite easy and quickly we'll do without writing a single line code. So let me see if I have received any email yet. So let me open the email for my developer orgs access, which we have signed up right now. To do that, let me open my email. Yeah. So we'll check if we have received email or not. It takes a little bit time. So once you get the email, as you know, we are going to sign off for this account. We'll set our username and password. Let me refresh it. Okay. So now, if you see, the building of this community is quite easy. So in the complete session of this mini project, where I'm going to build this community, I'm going to write a single line of code. We will see the power of Salesforce, power of Experience Cloud. Without writing a code, we can expose a public site where my customers can communicate with us how they want. We will set up a live chat that will show in the community here as agent of agent top line you can see here, or we'll give the options to create a case. We will have different kind of knowledge articles or topics which will be accessible. You can see here I have shown different tabs, home, topics, cases, different tabs we have shown. I will show you this navigation item or tabs how it's going to happen, and somebody can come also search if anything they want. So now if you see, I have received email. Let me open and activate my account. So once I activate account, then I'll go to do the next steps. Just set your password. Give your security questions. Okay, now you have a Salesforce account, or you can say Salesforce org, where you can do now community setup. Okay, as I have explained the concept of community in all above topics, so I'm not going to go through the theoretical part of it. I hope you have seen my sessions from the starting. If not, I request you go and check it out. Okay, all the sessions whatever I have, go and check it out. So now, if you see here, first once I get my community, what I need to do. Once I get my Salesforce org, what I need to do to have a community. So by default, the community or experience is not enabled in any org. So we have to enable it. So what we do, so when you want to build a community, let's or experience, I'm saying community and experience both are the synonym. So what you need to do, first you have to go to this gear icon. So you can either go for service or service setup. I'm going from this service setup from the Lightning experience. If you are not in Lightning experience, come to Lightning experience. If when you logged in, if you are in the classic, simply come back to the Lightning experience so that you can see the service setup. How am I going to do? I'll follow this Lightning experience to build my site, or you can say customer community. So now here you can see the gear icon. In this gear icon, you click it, then you can see something called service setup. So first I have to enable the experience. Okay, that's my primary fact. We signed up for Salesforce account, then we enable my experience. So that I can build some experience for my customers from this org. So now go to the setup, click on service setup. You came to here, you can see this is the menu for my service setup. So now here, simply search experience. In the setup search, you search experience. So under digital experience, you can see only one option coming right now, setting, which I have shown you initial sessions, where I was talking about community a lot, theoretical part. So now if you see here under setting, you can see we have to enable. Okay. Once you enable digital experience in org, we must still create, configure, customize, and activate site before it live. We enable it, then we have to customize it, we have to configure many options, then we can publish the site so that site can be accessible to my customers. Okay, so that's my primary fact I want to do. And when I'm enabling, what I can do, you can see some kind of domain name it asking. Okay, we have to give the domain name. So what I'll give domain name as per my company name here. For example, we'll see this name is available or not. So you can set up a domain name. How do you want? So I just copied the domain name. Simply I came here, enter here. So I can check if this domain name available or not. So the name I'm giving as my company name, and I can give simply called customer. Okay. So I click check availability. Okay. So my domain is available. So what I can do, I can simply click on save. So now I have enabled my digital experience, or you can say my account where I can build my experience for my customers. So once you enable, depending on your editions, you can see the number of sites you can create. Okay. So we signed up for the account, we enable digital experience. Okay. Now in the next, we'll see how am I going to start with my community, selecting from the template given by Salesforce. So in previous session, we have seen how we signed up for the Salesforce org. Then we have enabled my digital experience from the setting. Now, once enabled, next what we can do, we can create a site. So now, depending on your edition, you can create number of sites. So here you can see I can have 100 sites active, inactive, and preview mode. So you go and click on this new button. Once you click new button, I'm going to create a community or I'm going to create a site for this business. Okay, so that's what I did. Now I want to build for my customer, so I'm just going to uh, create a new site. And as you know, there are different kind of tools, or you can say different kind of templates already given by Salesforce to build any experience for my customers. So you can see the moment I select the site, you have different template which you can use. Or if you want to build by yourself, complete customized, that also you can do. We can build our own how you want. So but I am going to use one template. Simply, for example, I can select this customer service template and I can use this one. So with this template, what I can get, I can create a responsive site that lets member post question, access content, record, they can view, and you can see it's basically used for self-service, collaboration, and customizations. So let me select this one. Then if you want to know more about it, you can read it. So using this template, if you want to build a experience, build a community, or you can say build a experience for my customers, then you can create a responsive site with this template where my community members can post questions, can access the content or records what I expose, or they can view the knowledge article, they can collaborate and create support cases. These are the different features we have. Let me click on get started. It takes some time to setting up. So simply before that, I can give the name. The name I'm giving as, let's consider CTRL systems experience. Okay, I click on create. So this is takes some time to set this template for my experience to be built. So if you see up to now, we have done with three different activity. Signed up for my Salesforce account, we have enabled my digital experience, and then I have selected the template with which I'm going to create one community. Okay, up to this much we did. So let's see what is going to happen here. So this is the community what is coming to us right now. It's in the preview mode. So as I have explained in my all sessions previously in this tutorial, like builder or gamification, administration, all the concepts. I'm not going to talk theoretically here, but I'm going to implement the concept to build a community like this. Okay, we'll see what happens. In the next session, we'll talk about how am I going to implement one features of this page what you see here. Like if I want to set up a chart, how am I going to do it? So in previous session, we have seen how we sign up for the Salesforce org. Then we have enabled digital experience. Then we have created a site with the template. Okay, with the customer support template. Now let's see what my requirement. My requirement is that I want to have knowledge article to be exposed in my experience or in my community, and I want to give an online chat button with my live chat. Let's do this one first. Where this is going to come? If you see, I want to have a feature where my customers can do a live chat with my customer support agent. They will click on this button and they can start the chat with this. So how I can do a setup of live chat from my for my business with my experience, which can be accessible to my customers. So to do that, what I'm going to do here, so I will set up live chat first in my all. Okay. So to do that, let's go to my site. Simply click here. Then let me go to the Salesforce setup. Okay. So now here, let me go to the service setup, or you can say if you want to go with this Salesforce setup, that's also fine. But for easiness, I'm going to do with my service setup here. You can see here service setup. So now what am I going to do it here? So here I'm going to my sites. Let me open my sites. You can see here I have my all sites. Okay. Okay, you can see here all sites here. And if the what I'm trying to say here, the sites what I have created is accessible here, and this is my URL first of all. Okay. So I want to build one chart, live chart, which will be exposable to my experience or to my customer experience or my customer community. So customer community will have one URL. So I need on the chart or live chart what I'm going to build, that live chat where I want to expose or where I want to show. To do that, once you go to this all site, you can see there is a URL. This is the URL which can be accessible for my customers. This is right now in preview mode. Let's copy this URL and keep with us. So we need this URL when I want to set up a live chat. Okay. So once we do that, next what I need to do. So let's see how am I going to do my setup. Okay, let me click on this home tab. I'm in the service setup home. So here you can see a lot of quick setup guides are there, or quick setup steps are there which you can use. And few are visible here, and few you can click view all and see. So once you click on view all, I can search something called with the chart. Let me see if am I getting anything in the chart. You can see there is, if you want to add a live web chat to your customer service experience, or you can say to your customer community, you can use this. Simply select it. So how I came here? So let me show you again. Service setup. Okay, let me close some part of it before. Okay, service setup. Then if you are not getting the chat option here, click on view all. Then simply search with chat. Then you see something called chat with customers. And if you see, there are many options we have. Like if you want to add a messaging channel, phone support, you want to connect to support it through email, all the options are there. So which one you want? Right now I want a chat. So simply I search chat, select it. So once I select, what I need to do. Okay. So now it's just a introduction page. So connect with your customers wherever they are with live web-based chat. With a click a button, we can generate some kind of script or some kind of code which we can use. Okay, so let's see how it goes to happen. So let me click on the start here. I want to build a live chat. So now when live chats are coming, it will come to a specific queue, who like to whom this queue will come. We can give some name. So let's see, this queue name I'm going to give as web support. Okay, so the name of this group I can give, for example, chat group. Okay, and who are the users? So right now I'm only one user, so one name coming. You can search multiple peoples and they add in the live chat agents. Okay, who are the part of this queue and who can do the chat with my customers. Okay, so now let me click next here. So now, like it talks about whenever you set up a live chat, let's consider I have 5 agents who can chat with my customers. Okay. Now, whenever multiple customers are trying to connect, let's see at a time I have 50 customers over my community, and they're in live chat with my agents. So who the agents can take how many uh, live chats or how many work items, okay, and each agent have how many capacities you can set here. I'm going with by default. Okay, you can set any number what you want, then click next. So now on which URL, in which experience or which website you want to show this chat, simply just keep that URL. If you remember, I have copied this URL before, so I just kept here, then click next. So now what you want. So now here, what is your type? So do you want to link the chart with object in Salesforce to give you full view of your chat visitors, or how you want? Do you want to link with lead, or do you want to link with case and contact, or do you want to link these charts with contacts only? Okay, what you want, that we can define here. Okay, so what we can do, let's see, I want the chart what coming that will associate with contact and case, because I'm giving this as a customer community or my customer experience where I'm exposing my cases and contacts. I want to link with both case and contact. I can select here and I can click next. So uh, if sometimes your team is not available, do you want to give some offline support? Okay, if you anytime you are offline, then what type of message you want to give? So don't leave your customers hanging. Create a support from to let visitors log a case when your team is off duty. So do you want, if anytime you are offline, your team, or sorry, your customers can raise a case or not? Okay, if you want that, also you can do from here. Okay, so let me set also offline support. I want if my team is not available at any time. So customer when coming to the live chat, they can simply raise a case and they can leave. Okay, in the case, I just want to these fields. Okay, I just kept here. Okay, so which one you want, you can keep here, and then let me click next. So now my setup for the live chat is ready. Okay. So now you can see some set of code generated. You can see embedded help service button. Okay, some set of code is ready. You can copy this in the clipboard and you can keep some here, which you may need later. But as I said, I'm not going to use a single line of code. We'll see how this embedded service chart automatically will be linked to my website, okay, or to my experience cloud, that also. So once we do this, what I need to do, simply I click next, then you are ready to chat. If you want to test it, or you want to see some kind of resources, that you can do, or you can simply click done. So now once I set up this live chat, so now I'll set, okay, so how these live chats are going to work for us? Like for example, when my customer, like when I am agent, I logged in, I will see some omni channels or some kind of window I will get where my customers can chat. I'll show that how it's happening. So let's understand that. To do that, what I do, simply let me refresh this page. So that the live chat what we have created, I want it to be reflected here. Let's search the deployment in this setup. So now you can see there is something called chat deployment. We have created a live chat. Now that live chat should be deployed. Okay. So now you can see I click on this deployment. You can see something called chat setup flow here. Okay. Uh, we can edit this chat setup flow, or let me explain a little bit more about it. So you can see we can create deployments to implement chart on your website. We have created my chart. Now we'll create a deployment of my chart to the website. So Salesforce will generate few lines of JavaScript to add in your company's web page. We'll see what is going to happen. Let me click on edit this chart setup flow. Okay. So what I'll do here, you can see the chart window title. Instead of live chat, I can give some name. So simply I can say my chart name is CTRLF systems. Okay, experience. Any name you can give. Okay. And if you want to allow this chart to be accessible with pre-chat API, or you want to allow visitor can save the transcripts for their chat, what chart they do, if they can save it, okay, then or you can get it as a transcript. You can select this one, okay. Or if you want you need timeout, if you want to set for the chat, that also you can do. I'm not doing anything. I'm going with the default options, and I click on the save. So this is nothing but the deployment what we initiated. Okay. So what is more I'm going to do on this part. So now for the chart, what is I'm created? Now I have to create some kind of skills. So like there is a customer who want to chart, they messaged in my community or experience. Let's think here they click on this button and they started my chart. Now what is going to happen? So now let me see if I have that small community already opened. Yeah. If you see here, if I click on this part, so how it's going to happen. So somebody can click in this chart and they can try to uh, talk to us. Okay, when agents are available. So now what happened here? Same thing. If I have multiple skill set of agents, so I have to define the skills. So skills nothing but the expertise area who can handle what type of chart. So skills are the area of expertise you assign to the agents. So when the chart is coming, chart will be route to that skills. So what it mean? So in the setup, simply go to skill. You can see under chart, we are getting something called skills. So if you see, we can use skills to track expertise of agent, like their field service technical or other staffs, or we can assign skills to agent in the assign user and assign profile selection section also. And for omnichannel, field service, and lightning scheduler, we can assign skills from their service resource page. Okay, let's see how it's going to happen. So now I can define different skills. So for me, all are web support. So simply I can create one skill here. So when I do live chat, I'm defining a skill. So simply I'm giving the name as web support. Okay, and here these web support, who are my web supports? Let's consider in the profile, I can take a few profiles. For example, I'm taking system admin. I'm the system admin. I'm the one user in this developer org. So I am the system admin, or I can select multi-profile like customer support profile, or I can take standard users. For whatever you want, you can simply select these profiles here. So we have defined one skill set, and these are the members, or these are the users of this profile are the member or of this skill set. Okay. So simply I can click on the save. Okay. So now see how many points we did till now. We sign up for my Salesforce account. We have enabled my digital experience. Then we have created a site. Then first part I'm doing setting up my live chat. So to that I have using service setup. I have created a live chat. Then I did the deployment. Then I defined the skills. Okay. Then we can create a what I'm going to create a chart configuration. Okay, what it mean? So if you go to this chart, let's see in the setup, simply I'm searching here chart. So you can see something called chart agent configuration. So I have my chart, I have my agents. So they are not linked yet, correct? So I develop a live chart. I did the deployment process of it. Okay. Then I create some skill set. Okay. Now, uh, nothing but that skill set assigning to the profile which defines the user of the profile are the skill set based agents. So now I will create a agent configuration. If you see here, something called chart agent configuration. We have many more things like if you want to see the blog and visitors, you want to chat button or invitation, you want to have lot of options, but I'm focusing on what I'm going to build on this project. I'm going to define some agent configurations, define which features are available to your support team when they chat with customers. So what I can do, simply I'm going to create a new agent configuration here. Okay, so simply I can give a name. Let's see, I'm giving the name as web support configuration. Okay, And see, omni-channel is turned on. Chat capacity, if you want to change, you can manage with the presence configuration here. So which you can see a lot more about this in the Service Cloud sessions. Okay, so now, so here also I'm not going to do a lot of things. So all selecting as default, and in the profile, I'm selecting it here. Let's think customer support profile. I'm selecting next as my standard users, and next is my system administrator. Okay, so a few profiles I have selected. So you can choose which one you want, but I'll tell always pick the system admin as per your learning, because if you are working in the developer org, then you will have only two users. So definitely one user system admin which will be associated to you. So to check or to test, we need that. So I'm keeping the system administrator here. Okay. Then all options what we have, I just keep all default. Then click simply save. Okay. If you want to learn about more live chat and omnichannel setup, then we can see our Service Cloud tutorial. Okay. So now, see how the steps are defining. We defined my live chat. We enable that for the deployment. Okay, then we create the skill set, and that also we assign its profile. Then we define my chat agent configuration. Now we will add the chat agent to the service console. For example, I'm an agent. I logged into the Salesforce. Now I'm in my service console application. Let me show you. I'm in a service console application because I'm a customer support agent. I have opened these applications. Now when somebody from the copy experience, they're messaging us, how should I get that? Okay, so now I'm going to enable that. What I'm going to do here, I will add the chat agent to the service console. So what it means, to do that, again I'm going to my service setup. I can go from here, service setup. If I'm not in this page, simply go to the setup or gear icon, click on service setup. From the service setup, what you do, let's go to my app manager. Okay. So how I'll go app manager? Simply search your app. Then you can see something called app manager. I am going to open my app called Service Console app. You can see here Service Console app. Okay. So in the Service Console app, if you see in the right side end, we have something, one drop down arrow where I can edit it. Let's click on edit. Okay. So now I want to add as a navigation item. So you can see there are multiple items which we have. There's something called Lightning App Builder. So if it's something called navigation item, I want to see the navigation item here. So navigation item what? We can choose the item to include in the app. So right now in the Service Console app, I have case, contact, account, all these things. I want to set navigation item. So to do that, what I'll do? Simply I can search your chart. You can see something called
This conference will now be recorded.
okay. I was talking, okay, once you come to this app manager, okay, once you open this service console app, then go to navigation item. So whatever the navigation item talks here, like in the service console app, when I open, so we can see some items, navigation items here. So now navigation item, nothing but we can choose the item to include in the app and arrange the order in which they want to appear. So now here I want to add my chat session. Okay, so you can select the chat session, you can keep here. Okay, if you want to take off or somewhere, you can do that. Okay, if you do not want to add, then we cannot like if you want to remove something, you can select and remove also. I am not removing anything. I simply add my chat session and kept here. Okay, I want to keep some here only, and once I do it, click on the save. Okay, now we have completely done with my chart setup. You'll see when I'm going to publish my website, how my chart window is going to come and what is the component given, which will be helpful for me to use it. So everything we're doing step by step. So one step we did, okay, I want to have a live chat in my experience, something like this. Okay, for that, I have created a live chat from my service setup, and then we did the deployment. Let me revise it quickly for you. So if you see here, If you go to my service setup, okay, and if you see here, once we have our chart, then simply we go here and did the deployment part. Okay, then we have enabled my skills. From this here, you can search skills which undercomes chart. Then you can search chart, and you can see my chart agent configurations. Okay, then like all these options we have completed. Okay, and once we do this, then we have connected my service console app as a navigation item. So all these things done. So in the next, we are going to, once this is done, we'll see how all these things are going to be displayed in my site. So in previous session, we have seen how we created a live chat and how we added as a navigation item in my service console app and how we have added the skills. So now let's see if I go to my community. Let me go back to my Salesforce setup. So now let me search sites here. Under digital experience, if you see, there is something called sites, all sites. So the site which you have created, you can see that here. So now let me open the builder. Now I want to customize my site to add my live chat what we have built. Okay, so what I can do that. So we'll do one by one everything. So as we develop my site, I'm going to add that site here right now. So to do that, what I'll do now, I'll show you how am I going to add my chart snapping in my component. Okay, or in my site. So that I want to do somewhere in the down. You can see here I'm keeping it in down. So to do that, what I do, I can drag a component to here. Okay. So if you see here, if you go to this component list, there is something called chart. If you search the chart, you see something we have embedded service chart as a out-of-box component we have given by Salesforce, where the users can start a live chat with a support agent from here. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to drag this and put somewhere here. Okay. I just kept my live chat options right now here. Okay. So now, the moment I added here, what is going to happen? We'll see. You'll get one pop off. So this is the chart. When you say, you can see there is some kind of URL given. So this is a third party URL. You can think now it's not with my domain. Okay. So now let's copy this URL up to this place. So which will allow in our CSV policy. I just copied it. Okay. So now we can click OK. This is my first activity, what we did. So the moment I add my embedded service chart, it's showing me some pop-up which says, okay, you have CSP violations. We said, okay, let me allow this access. That we do. Okay, if you don't see this pop-up, so what we can do, you can check if already this site is already added or not. Okay, in the CSC policy. This is my one thing we did. Okay. So now once it happened, the URL what we have copied, we can keep in our CSP violation policy. If you go to the setting, so here you can see security and privacy. So now you can see here CSP policy. So let's, instead of strict block the inline script, so what we can do, we can relax it. We can permit access to inline scripts. Let allow it. Okay. Once we do that, what will happen? We got it. And then you can see below to that we have something called trusted site. Okay. So in this trusted site, we can keep our URL. Okay. So once you allow, also you can see again the same URL comes. You can, if you didn't copy, you can copy from here. Simply Control C, click OK, and that I can take and I can put in my trusted site. All the options are available here. Up to now, we have not written a single line of code. Let me click OK. Then under the trusted site, you can simply give this URL. And let me paste this URL and let's give me the name as Any name you can give. Okay. For me, I'm giving CTRL chat. Let me click on the art side and don't forget to make it as active. This is one part we did. Okay. So we'll do one by one. So once we do this much thing, let me click on publish and see how it's going to look like. Or if you want to take a preview, you can do the preview also. You can see in the down, we are going to get something called contact us now. Got it? Okay, now you can see something called contact us coming. If you click, it will open nothing but my chat. So if you take a preview of it, see, as my team is offline, now it's showing me to raise a case. I can do from here. Okay, we'll see how all these things are going to happen right now. Okay, so this is one part for us right now. We have. So now, secondly, what am I going to do it? So we understood. Okay, I can do the chart setup here. So secondly, in my project, if you see, I was talking, I will have some kind of knowledge article and I will have some kind of case creation mechanism by the customers from my experience or from my customer community. Let's see in the next session how am I going to build that. So in previous session, we have seen how we can use a live chat in my community. Okay, so let's do little bit more thing here. So let's understand how am I going to add knowledge article in my experience. So I want to work on knowledge article. I'll have different knowledge articles, and I'll see how am I going to set up my knowledge article in my experience. Okay, so this knowledge article nothing but like a self service to my customers. They can search different questions and answers, like you can say FAQ kind of thing, where they can get all these questions or all this knowledge what we publish. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to do here, let me go to the Salesforce setup. Okay, so in the Salesforce setup, if you are not in this page, simply go to gear icon, click on service setup, then you will be on this page simply. Okay. So now I'm going to use the service setup menu here. You can see here. I can click on view all. Here I can see how am I going to do the knowledge setup. Simply search your knowledge. You get an option called knowledge setup. Select it, then lightning knowledge lets customer and agents draw your wealth of knowledge articles. We can enable my knowledge article, and once you enable, we cannot disable it. Okay. So what we are going to do on this setup, we are going to enable knowledge articles. We are going to select who is the knowledge author, and we can organize our article with different data categories. Let me click on the start and see. So you can see I have one user, so that one user by default I set it as knowledge author. Okay, choose who is going to be my knowledge author or past part. If you have multiple users, you can select that also here. Then click on next. Okay. So now, if you want to control with data category, okay, that also you can do. Right now, for my requirement, I don't want to have a data category. If you want a data category, you can add data category with the multiple options you have here. You can add multiple how many you want. I'm not going to do anything. Okay. If you do not want to organize your knowledge with different data categories, then simply you can skip it. Okay, or later also you can do it. Okay, so it's nothing but similar articles can be combined in unique data categories. Okay, that can be roll up to another data category group. So I don't want that. Simply click on the next with all default options. Okay, then I'll go and create articles once we set up it. So right now I'm doing nothing. I'm simply click on the finish. So just I select who is my knowledge author and I click on the finish. Once you do that, then you can go to my object manager. So if you see, there will be one object for us named as knowledge. If you see here, I have object called knowledge. So if you want to have a different field on this knowledge, that also you can do. Okay, if you want, you can create different record type. Let's consider what are the standard record type we have right now. Definitely, we will have a FAQ type of record type. Verify if this is available or not. This record type can be used for simple question and answer of the articles. That's already available. If you not there, you can create also. Okay.
And now let me create a field. If you want to, these are the different field we have. If you want to create some field, that also you can do. I can click create a new field of type text area long. So let's see, I want to say one knowledge article. Where is your office locations? Okay, I can put that as a knowledge article and I can give my answers. So instead of anybody post that question in my live chat, they can see in my site this kind of questions. So I can simply select a text area long and let's give the field label as a text, or if you want to use any standard field also, that you can use. Just I'm just showing this. So if anytime you want to create a new field in knowledge object, that also you can do. And I'm setting visible to all the profile. Okay, let me click on the save. I've added on the layout. I click on the save. So now if you see, this knowledge article also have a page layout. If you go to this page layout, you can see there is called knowledge layout. If you want, you can edit this layout also. So like if you want to organize the field, where which fields want to display. Let's say I want to display text, then I want to display title letter to that. That also you can do. I can click on the save also. Okay. So this is my one part. Then what we do, the content what I am going to display on my experience or on my community, I want to organize that content. So when I want to organize, I can organize with topics. We can we can categorize or we can classify my search knowledge article by specific topic names or topic areas. Okay. So without enabling Salesforce knowledge topic, article cannot be displayed outside of your org. So if you want to display articles outside of the org, then we have to use the topic. Okay. So what we can do for the topic, topic is one thing which right now not managed in experience in the lightning. I can go to my classic window, or you can say classic experience. Then here, go to my setup. Then for setup, just search for topic. We can see here, we'll get something called topics for object. Click that. So now, which object topic you want to enable? So I want to enable the topic for the knowledge. If you see, I have something called knowledge, which is disabled right now. Select it, then click on enable topic. So enable topics for objects. So users can add topics to records of that object type on the record page. Okay. Use topics to organize your records and discover people and group knowledge in the same topic. That's fine. We enable this. Okay. Um, so just simply click on this enable for topics. Okay. And what are the field I want? I want the field like text and title. Text nothing but the field which we have created, and title was the existing field. Any field you want, you can enable it. Okay, that we can do, and you can click on save here. Okay. Now we'll see. I want to create different kind of knowledge articles. So what we can do? Let me go back to my lightning experience. So here we can go to my knowledge. If you search in this app launcher, let's search simply knowledge. So now here I am going to create different knowledge. So I'll show you what kind of FAQ or knowledge articles I'm going to create from here, and how am I going to expose that to my community. So in previous session we have seen how we can create how we enable the knowledge articles. Now we'll see, we'll create different knowledge articles. Okay, in our org, which will be exposed to our community or to our customer experience. To do that, what I do, I'll go to App Launcher. So simply search here knowledge. Then we are in the knowledge tab. So here we can create new knowledge. So you can simply click on this new button. So now you can create new knowledge of title FAQ. Okay. So I have set up some kind of questions which I'll share in the tutorial. You can get it. So let's see. I want, as my company is all about website design, development, digital marketing. So I want to put some kind of FAQ in my community. Okay. What we'll do here then? So now I'm going to set a question like, how much does a new website cost? This is one kind of question what I want to set, and as answers I can put this. Okay, simply I can set this. So if you scroll down, one more thing you have to do here, you can see if you want this knowledge to be visible to customers, simply select this one, visible to customers, and click on the save. This is one knowledge which we created in the draft mode. Like this, we are going to create multiple. Let me create one more. New. So next time I'll do all save and new. So next questions I'm going to take here. Let me maximize it. How long it will take to get a new website? And this is going to be my answer for it. Simply I'm taking it. These questions also I'll put in the resource. You can directly copy paste to use it. Okay. So let me go to the knowledge here. Let me create a new knowledge again. So let me take third next questions. Do I have to work locally with you? I can set this as a question. I can set this is my answer. So you can set any kind of answer what you want. Scroll down and let visible to customers. So then next questions, will I able to update my site when I'll able to complete it? Once my project done, can I able to can change the site dynamically? So this is not nothing but a different kind of FAQ which we are working. Let me copy this and paste this. Let me click. Okay, let me visible to customers, save and new. And let take me some more questions. Will you maintain site for me? Yes. And you can provide some URL also if you want. So what the content you want, you can keep everything. Okay, my website will be mobile friendly. Some set of questions just randomly I have taken to show in the site. So like this, I have some questions regarding my digital marketing. So that also I can set as a question here. Let me put this as answer. And I want this also to be visible to customer. Same way, let me take one more question. I'm just this question and answer what I'm writing here. I will share in this tutorial. You can simply use also. More two questions let me post so that my site should look full. Okay, let me enable this or let me make visible to customer also. Let me put my last questions. So different type of knowledge we have created. So now once you create knowledge, it's all are in the draft stage. So we can simply publish it also. Let me go one by one. Okay, these are the different set of knowledges we have created. If you go to knowledge, if you see the draft knowledge what we have, or you can the articles, these are different articles we have created. So now once we have created these knowledge articles, like if you want to add more questions or more articles, you can do that. I'm just done with these 10 articles. If you want more, you can do. So now I want to publish it. Simply select all. Then there is one button you can see publish. Click on this publish. So the knowledge articles are now reviewed and published, and I don't want to change anything in the existing translation. Let me click the publish. So these are the articles which I have exposed to my customer. My customer can use it. This is one part. So now once I have my knowledge, I enabled my knowledge, I created the topic, then I have set my knowledge articles. Now how this knowledge is going to be used in the topic. So whenever I want to add knowledge to the site, we have to use topics. So we'll see how am I going to use the topics. Okay. To do that, again, I'm going to my survey setup here. So in the survey setup, what I need to do, I can search all site. This is most important part. And here you can see workspace. Let's go inside workspace. Then you can see different options here. We have something called content management. You can organize, manage, and build collection of for your experience cloud site. Okay, we can manage our content from here. Knowledge article, nothing but one content for me. So now in the content, you can see in the top, I have something called topics. Okay, in the topics, again, we have different type of topic. You can see navigational topic, featured topic. So now we can open my navigational topics. Okay, so I can give different names. For example, I want to create a topic called as customer support. Why I'm doing this?
So why am I doing this customer support topic? So if you see this site what I'm making, in the first you can see I'm showing some feature topic. You can see customer support, social group, new product. So now for each one I'm creating one topic. So first one I'm creating customer support. Similarly, I can add the remainings like social group and a new product. So now I'm going to create a another topic, navigational topic, which I called social product, social group. Okay, so I can click on the add icon. Then I can add one more name as the new products. So let me add new product. Click on add. So now I can save this. So now these are the different navigational topics which I am creating, and these navigational topics, if you see in the site, it will be appeared as I have shown you. Same way, I have something called featured topic. So let's think I have 50 different topics. Out of 50 different topics, what are the topics you want to make as a featured topic? We can add maximum of 25 topic as featured topic, and the feature topic what you see, you can see in this in the side page. Here I'm displaying customer support, social group, new product. So what are the topics you want to show as a feature topic? That topics you can add here. You can add the image on it, everything like how you can see everything we are adding here. So I'm adding social group, customer support, and a new product as one uh, you can say as one of the feature topic. So we can edit and we can upload the image for it. Just click on the pencil icon, then you can see there is a thumbnail where we can upload different image. So these images are I have already downloaded, so I'm just uploading it. So for customer support, I have uploaded support image. Let me click close button, then I can go to social group. I can add this social group image. Okay, you can see here. So that also like this, I'm going to add each image for the each feature topic which I'm going to display on my site page. This topic will be associated to a knowledge article. I'll show you how this knowledge article we are associating also. So once you associate, you can go to the topic, you can see whatever the discussions or knowledge articles you have under that topic nothing but like a grouping or categorization we do with the knowledge articles. Okay, let me save it. Yeah, so now these are the different topics we did. After that, you can say something called article management. So now we have created a different type of knowledge articles like FAQ or frequently asked questions. So each article what we have, I am going to add that to a topic. For example, if I have a knowledge article, how often should I update my website? I want this knowledge article to be in the part of topic customer support and new product. You can add one knowledge article to one topic, or you can add to multiple also. So I'm just going to edit each one of these, and I'm going to add randomly to a few topics so that I can show you inside how it's going to appear. So here I can do customer support. Let me save it. Okay, if you want multiple, that also you can do. Let's say both customer support and social group, we can add and save it. So if you want any article not to be associated with topic, that also you can leave as it is. Or if you want each article to be associated one of the topic, that also you can do it. Okay, so like this you can go ahead and update each of the topic what to each of the knowledge article what we have added to a particular topics or to a multiple topics. Okay, let me edit next one. So will my website be mobile friendly? I want to put it as a customer support. We can do that. And let me go to next one. Will you maintain my site for me? I want to put that under customer support topic. We can add it and we can save it. Okay. Same way I'm going to do for all remainings. Okay. You can randomly choose any of the topic you want. Okay. But when you get the business requirement, you can get, okay, these are the articles should be part of these topics, and we can do that way. But for learning purpose, you can put any of the topic you want here. Let me do all remaining two. So how long will it take to get a new website? I want to put that as a new product. Let me save it, and I want to see next one. How much does a new website cost? I want to put that also as a customer support group. Any group you want or any topic you want, you can add it. Okay, so like this we have added all of the knowledge article to different topics. So in the next we'll see how this article and topics what we have added, how this is going to be display in my site. We'll see how am I going to customize and like I can set up my company experience in Salesforce with different branding. Thank you.
So in previous session, we have seen how I have associated my knowledge article with topic. And now I will see how am I going to expose this knowledge article in my site, or I am going to do the branding of my site or my community with different color combination, different header images, or different logos. So let me go to my all site. If you are not on this page, simply go to the service setup, then search your all site, then you get it here. So here simply click on builder. Okay. So once you are in this builder, so now if you see, this is my site, what looks like right now. Okay. So now what I do here, let this to load, then I will talk what are the changes I need to do here. So if you see, okay, let's reload it. You can see there is something called headline. I want to update my headline. Okay, so we can do that. And also, if you see, let this load, I'll just show you what I'm talking here. The feature topic what we have created, you can see it's displaying right now here immediately. Okay, I'll show you what it is all happening. So now you see I'm just in this header page, or you can say headline. So what I can do here, I'm just going to modify this headline. So if you click on this headline, you can see here design attributes coming. What title you want to display here. Simply I can say I want to align with my website. So if I go to my company site, okay, my for this company I'm going to build that. So simply I can say we create brand that matters. For example, okay, I'm just putting some content so to understand that as a banner text we kept it, and here I can say simply welcome to CTRLF systems. Okay, and so these two title and banner text what we have updated. Okay, and then let me close it. Let's see, it should be, you can see this is change happened right now here. And now I want to make this as per my company branding. So you can see my buttons are with this color, my text in some other colors like that, and my I have a logo that I want to update in my site also. So now to do that, if you go to my theme, so here you can see the colors. My buttons, if you see the accent colors, whatever we have, I want to set some color. I can change which color I want. Okay, and you can see accordingly my buttons colors are getting changed. If you want to change the text colors, everything we can do here. If you want to change the page background color, that also you can change completely. If you want some this kind of colors background, that also you can change how you want. Okay, and so this is nothing but the color combination what you want you can do. Similarly, if you go to the images, so here see there is some company logo. I want to put my company logo. I click on this logo. I'll upload one image here. So simply I click on this upload image. So I have a logo which I want to use. I'll take that.
Let's think. Let me take this logo as the image. Okay. So this is came as my image now. Same way, I want to put the header. You can see this banner what we have. I want to put some kind of header there here in the background. I want to take a header image. Simply, I can select this header image. I can upload one more image here right now. Let me take a file here. I'll share all these images and the text what I'm uploading. Everything I'll share with you. You can see that. This is my header I kept. You can design if you want to. You can design any of the header and you can use that also. Okay. So this way I just update my header and my logo how I want. If you see, if I close it now, you can see my logo comes here right now. You can see here. Okay, and this is my background claim. How you want any other backgrounds, you can use also. Okay, and on top of that, what I want, like I want to give the option for my client to create the cases. Okay, as I said, there will be something called cases, which nothing but I can add a navigation. As I discussed in my previous sessions, this is nothing but my navigation menu. In the navigation menu, what I can do, if I click here, and you can see there is something called edit default navigations. I can edit and I can create a new navigations. So I can add a menu item as a case which will associate to my Salesforce object. Simply I can give the name as, let's consider cases, and its type going to be associated to a Salesforce object. And what is the object? Object nothing but case, and by default I want to show my open cases. Okay, and let me set it as publicly available. Okay, if you want to give some image you can do it, but I don't want anything. I simply click on the save menu. Okay, so my client can manage or can work with cases, can do the live chat, can see my knowledge articles. Okay, now when I say about knowledge articles, what we need to do, we have to add that knowledge article option in my community. So how am I going to that? So that also we can do with simply using some component. You can see here feature topics already came here, and here you can see I have already my service chart. Same way if I go to component, okay, if you search trend, so what are my trend articles I want to show, that also I can take from here and I can put this all are nothing but one component what we have, and these components I can use in my site however these are nothing but my out of box component which are readily available for us to be used. Simply I can select this trending article by topic, and let's consider I'm going to use here. Okay, I can put that. So what are the articles I have which are trending articles, that all will be displayed here simply. Okay, so if you see how many articles you want to show, 5, 10, everything you can display here. Like you can manage. Right now I have given 5, so you can see 5 is displaying here. Okay, that we can say here. Okay, so that part also done. So now after all these things done, what I want to do, let me take a quick preview of this site. If you click preview, see how my site looks like right now. Okay, and if you're happy with all these changes, what you can do, you can simply go to publish it. See, I can simply click this on my publish. You can see here. So now we'll show you how the site is working for me in real time. So in couple of hours we develop the site without writing a single line of code. The best site where the customers of mine can communicate with me through the site. And you know how to add the members to this community. In the previous theory sessions I have already discussed. You can go to the site and you can add the members who are going to be part of it. Okay, if you go to our site, let me click on this. So if you see, this is the site which looks like to me right now like this. Okay. So welcome to control systems. You can see my logo, my navigational topics, whatever I may mentioned. If you click on topics, you can see customer support, social group, new product, everything we have here. And if you see the featured topics, what we have used, that also you can see here. And you can see the different articles here. And if you want to contact us, simply click here. If any agent is available, then it will open for the chat. Right now, this is coming to create a case. For example, let me go to my article or my Salesforce setup. Let me go to my service console, let the agent to be available right now, and we'll see how it happens. If I go to my Omni channel, okay, so right now I'm in offline, let it refresh. I'll make myself as online and we'll see how this is going to happen. Let's go to service console. Let me go to my Omni channel. So I was offline. I'm going to set my status as available for chat. Okay, so my live chat, my agent is available. And if I go to here, let me refresh my site now. See, there is option came to a chat with an expert. So now if I want, okay, I can put some subject. Okay, I can give some web email. This different inputs I'm taking before starting a chat. I can click start chatting. Okay. So now once this happens, you see, if I go to my let me go to my Omni channel, you can see there is one chat setting. If like this, multiple agents will be there. We can simply accept it. Okay, once you accept, now what is going to happen? If I go to my site, see chat started. Okay, so I am starting here as a client uh, looking to build a new website. For example, now as a customer agent, if you see here, the conversation started here. You can see one chat came here. Okay, and all the informations, who is the contact sending this chat, depending on the email and the transcript, everything coming here. And automatically a case also got created. Now I can reply. As a customer agent, I can reply, yes, I can assist you on this. Please do let us know what type of site looking for. See, I'm in the Salesforce. Now from here, I'm going to send it. Now the same chat you can see coming to here. Okay. Now like that, chat applications will work simply here. Okay. So now in the same time, if I have some type of cases I want to raise, simply I can click on contact support. Okay. On the click of contact support, so you can fill some information. Let's say consider subject I want to say uh, website slow. Okay, if you want to upload a file, I can upload. I can say it, okay, like want to associate with a new contact or anything, we can do that. Or simply I click in submit, and you can see if you want the knowledge articles what we have, we are showing this one. Okay, so for this, how much, what are the questions or articles we have, we are just showing that here. Okay, let's see. I want to see my cases. I can click on the case tab. We can see what are the cases we have right now. Is me as a logged in. So all the cases showing here. Okay. So now let's consider I'm going to create a new case. I'm in the home tab. I want to contact support again. I want to say something for blog. Okay, see, the moment I'm changing this subject, automatically my knowledge article getting changed depending on what I have. I type blog, you can see my blog related articles displaying here. It may be helpful to answer these questions. If not, then they can raise a case from here. Okay, it search the subject and the description what I'm entering. Depending on that, it will suggest my answers. So based on that, we can find it out. And also we have the feature here. You can see like a ask questions. I can post some questions in a discussion group. So I want to post to, okay, as a social group topic. Okay, do we need to have any special meet or not a group? Let's new product. So do we are or are you going to launch any new service for the customer? Somebody posted the questions. Okay, you can see here
If you want to have some details to add, you can add it here, or you can simply ask the questions. Okay, it's nothing but to ask this question is asked, so anybody can go to this question and they can answer something. They can answer. Okay, if they like, they can like it. Okay, or they want to give some vote, they can do that. All these things we can do here. And whatever the articles we have, if you see here, the knowledge articles what we have exposed. If somebody want to see these knowledge articles, simply they can click on these knowledge articles. If they like, okay, you can see here. So if they like, they can thumbs up or they can thumbs down, whatever they want, they can do it. And also, if you go in the home tab, you can see in the customer support, if they click on this, all the discussions and knowledge articles, whatever we have, everything will be displayed here. They can simply see here. Very small customer community which we build so quickly with multiple features. Okay, like we know how to manage different way my customer can communicate with us through the live chat or by asking a question, or by seeing the articles they can have the self answers. Also in the project we saw how am I going to update the images and how am I going to add the knowledge articles or how am I going to set up the live chat completely. Okay, thank you. Stay tuned for my upcoming sessions. I have more than 18 plus tutorials in here, and if you like, then you can see the tutorials. It's like all around of Salesforce. I have built different sessions. Go ahead and check out. Thank you so much.